Last video, we looked into the poster design box art of the movie The Dark Knight, the masterpiece crafted by Christopher Nolan. Fun fact, the reason why Batman says "I am vengeance" in his iconic monologue to strike terror into the hearts of criminals and establish himself as an unstoppable mythical force of punishment. You know who is also an unstoppable mythical force of punishment? This guy. With the recent reveal of the new God of War game, I decided to tackle video games in today's videos. And Kratos really embodies the vengeance part if you think about it. Because if you have played the previous entries, you'll see that he has been through a lot. Forced to kill his family, betrayed by every god he served, being starred in a YouTube video.
This is A Closer Look, the channel where we break down the posters and box covers of your favorite films, games, and TV series.
And today we are looking into a game, and not just any game, it is the one and only renowned sensation God of War. What is the game even about? Years after destroying Olympus, Kratos lives in ancient Norway with his young son, Atreus. Following the death of his wife, Kratos must fulfill her final wish to scatter her ashes from the highest peak in the 9 realms. As they journey through a dangerous world of Norse gods and monsters, Kratos struggles to connect with Atreus while hiding his past as the ghost of Sparta. This begs the question, what are your thoughts on this game? And are you excited for the new game which is in development?
Let us know in the comments down below.
Most video game posters scream at you. Explosions behind the hero. Weapons raised, villains looming in the background. A face half covered in shadow to show complexity. You have seen that poster 100 times. But this? God of War 2018. No giant monsters in the background. No angry screaming face. No tagline promising the end of all thing. Just a man, an axe, a boy. And yet, this is one of the most talked about video game posters of the last decade. Why? Because everything you need to know about this game is right here, but most people walk past it without seeing any of it today. We fix that. We are going to break down this poster inch by inch. Kratos' face, his hands, his posture, Atreus standing beside him, where he stands, how he stands, what he is holding, the background, the lighting, the color palette, the runic border, the negative space, the things that are not there. By the end of this video, you will never look at this poster the same way again, because this is not just a poster, this is a map of Kratos' entire emotional journey, and it is time to read it. With that out of the way, here is both a full and detailed look into the box art. Let us start with the most obvious thing. Kratos looks very different, and it is not just the beard. For anyone who played the original God of War games, this is shocking. Greek saga Kratos was anger, pure rage. Every poster had his mouth open, veins bulging, eyes burning. But here his mouth is closed, his jaw is set, his eyes look forward, but not with fury. With exhaustion, sadness. Look at the lines on his face, not just scars, wrinkles. This is not a man who wants to fight. This is a man who has fought for decades and has nothing left to show for it. The designers made a deliberate choice to soften his expression just enough, because the rage is still there, buried, but not gone. The beard hides part of his face. That is new. Kratos never had a beard before. The beard symbolizes time he has been wandering. And his eyes, they are not looking at the camera, they are looking slightly to the left, off frame. What is he looking at? Now look at his body. Kratos is turned slightly. His left shoulder is forward. His right shoulder is back. This is not an aggressive stance. This is a protective stance. He is placing himself beside his son. His left arm, the one holding the axe, is extended slightly, not raised to strike, just ready. His right arm is closer to his body, near Atreus. This is the posture of a bodyguard, a father, a man who has already lost one family and will do anything to keep this one. But here is the tragedy. Look at his back. It is curved just slightly. Kratos is hunched, not much, but enough. In the Greek games, Kratos stood tall, chest out, shoulders back. He was a god, unbreakable. Now, his shoulders are rounded. His head is forward. This is the posture of someone carrying a weight that cannot be seen. The weight of the past. The weight of the man's first family. The weight of destroying an entire civilization. His own civilization. He is not standing tall because he does not believe he deserves to. Let us look at his hands, specifically his right hand. It is resting near Atreus. But look closer. The hand is not open. It is not reaching out. It is slightly curled, tense. Kratos wants to get closer to his son. You can see it. He wants to place a hand on Atreus' shoulder. But he cannot, because he does not know how. For years, Kratos solved every problem with violence. Every emotion became rage. Those hands had a single purpose. Every connection became destruction. And now, standing next to his own son, he does not know how to be gentle. The hand hovers, close but not touching that gap between Kratos and Atreus. That is the entire thesis of the game. A father who wants to connect but does not know how. Now look at his left hand, gripping the Leviathan axe. But notice the grip. It is not a death grip. Not the way he held the blades of chaos. It is firm but controlled. This is a man who has learned that strength without control is just destruction. The axe is not raised, it is resting. Kratos' past, the one he cannot erase. The red tattoo winding up his left arm and across his body. In the Greek games, the tattoo was a mark of his Spartan heritage, a symbol of brotherhood, of family. But after he killed his own Spartan soldiers, the tattoo became a mark of shame. In this poster, the tattoo is faded, covered partially by his armor, buried, but not gone. You can never erase the past, you can only carry it. The designers could have covered the tattoo completely. New game, new look, new Kratos. But they left it visible. Because no matter how far he runs, he is still the man who destroyed Greece. And his son will eventually find out. Look at the way the snow falls on his arm. The tattoo is half hidden by frost. That is symbolism. The cold of the Norse wilds is trying to freeze over his past, to bury it, to let him start over. But the past always shows through. Here's an interesting what-if scenario. What if Spartan meets Norse? Look at what he is wearing. Leather, fur, metal. But look closer, the wrappings on his arms. The leather straps, that is Spartan design, the same style from the old games, but the fur. The shoulder guard, the dark colors, that is Norse. Kratos is wearing two cultures at once. He is fitting into this world he has no knowledge of. He is still Spartan. He will always be Spartan. But he is trying to survive in a world that is not his own. The armor is a metaphor for the entire game. A Greek god wearing Norse clothes, trying his best to be a father. It should not work, but it does. Now let us look at Atreus. Where is he standing? Beside Kratos, not behind him. That is important. In most father-son posters, the child stands behind the father, protected, hidden. But Atreus is next to him, almost equal. His shoulder is aligned with Kratos' hip. He is not hiding. But look at his feet. He is slightly behind Kratos. Just one step. He is close enough to be protected, but far enough to have his own space. The designers are showing you that Atreus is not just a sidekick. He is a person. He will matter. But he is still a child, still learning. Now look at his posture. His back is straight, his chin is up. Atreus is trying to stand like his father. He is mimicking Kratos, trying to be strong, trying to be brave. But his hands give him away. Atreus is holding a bow, not drawn, not aimed, just held. But look at how he holds it. His fingers are wrapped around the grip, but they are not tense. They are nervous. You can see the uncertainty in the way his knuckles are not white. He is not gripping for battle. He is gripping for comfort. The bow is his security blanket. He is not a warrior yet. He is a boy who has been taught to fight, but has never needed to. Now look at his other hand. It is hanging at his side, open, empty. Kratos' hands are full. Weapons, armor, tension. Atreus' hand is empty because he has not yet taken on the burdens his father carries. But he will. The empty hand is a promise. By the end of this game, that hand will be full of blood, full of responsibility, full of the weight of being a god. Atreus is looking up, not at Kratos, not at the camera. He is looking forward toward the same direction as his father, but his expression is different. Kratos looks forward with determination, with grim acceptance. Atreus looks forward with curiosity. His eyebrows are slightly raised. His mouth is slightly open. He is not scared. Not yet. He is wondering. He does not know what is coming. Kratos knows exactly what is coming. He has seen war. He has seen death. He has seen the worst of himself. Atreus has seen none of it. The gap between their expressions is the gap between experience and innocence. And by the end of the game, Atreus will close that gap, whether he wants to or not.
Now step back and look at both of them together. There is space between Kratos and Atreus. Not a lot, but enough. Enough for the snow to fall between them. Enough for the wind to pass through. They are two people who share blood, but not yet a bond. The distance is emotional distance. Kratos stands close enough to protect, but not close enough to connect. The entire journey of God of War is about closing that gap. By the end of the game, they will stand shoulder to shoulder. But here, at the beginning, there is still space for the story to happen. Space for Kratos to learn how to be a father. Space for Atreus to learn who his father really is. And that space is the most important thing in this entire poster.
If you have made it this far into the video, hit the like button. We really appreciate it. It helps combat YouTube's pesky algorithm, which is annoying. The axe. Let us talk about the Leviathan axe. Leviathan, the opposite of chaos. In Kratos' left hand, frost-covered, detailed, this is not the blades of chaos. The blades were fire, destruction, rage. They were attached to his body, literally chained to him. He could not escape them. The Leviathan axe is ice, control, precision, and it is not attached to him. He can put it down. He can walk away. Kratos is choosing to fight, not because he is driven by rage, but because he must survive. Look at the axe head. It is detailed, runic, almost ceremonial. This is a weapon made by a blacksmith who cared. A weapon meant to balance the power of Mjolnir. But here is the genius part. The axe is pointing down, not up, not forward, down. Kratos is not threatening anyone. He is not preparing to strike. He is resting. The axe is a tool, not an extension of his rage. For the first time in Kratos' life, violence is a choice, not an addiction. A new element for a new man. Look at the frost on the axe. It is spreading, crystallizing. Frost is slow, quiet, deliberate. Fire is loud, fast, destructive. Kratos has traded fire for ice. He has traded speed for patience. He has traded destruction for preservation. The frost on the axe matches the snow on the ground. He is in harmony with this world, not fighting it. In Greece, he was always fighting the environment. The gods controlled the weather. The storms were enemies. Here, the snow is just snow. It is not trying to kill him. And for the first time, neither is he. The absence of the blades of chaos. What do you not see? In every previous God of War game, the blades were visible, glowing, menacing. Here, nothing. They are hidden, buried, locked away, but they are not gone. Anyone who played the original games knows the blades always come back. The designers are showing you that Kratos is trying to be someone new, but the past is still there. The absence of the blades in this poster is a lie, a hopeful lie. Kratos wants you to believe he has changed.
He has changed, but not completely, and the blades will return. The poster does not show them because Kratos does not want to see them himself. But we know, we always know. A world that does not want him. Look past Kratos, look at the background. Snow, trees, mountains, cold, empty, isolated. This is not Greece. Greece was warm, colorful, full of life. This is a frozen wilderness where nothing grows and everything struggles to survive. The snow represents Kratos' emotional state. Frozen, numb, buried. He has covered his emotions in layers of cold indifference. But snow is also a blank slate, a fresh start. In Greece, he destroyed everything, burned it to ash. Here, everything is covered in white, clean, new. He can start over, but the cold also means no army, no allies, no gods watching his back, just him and the boy. The snow stretches forever in every direction. This is a world that does not welcome him, and he does not expect it to. Look at the trees. They are everywhere. Behind Kratos, behind Atreus, wrapping around them. They are not welcoming. They are not a forest you want to explore. They are a wall. Kratos is trapped, not by enemies, not by gods, by the world itself. There is no clear path, no horizon. The only direction is forward. This is a metaphor for his entire journey. He cannot go back. Greece is gone. He destroyed it. He cannot stay here. The snow will bury him. He must go forward, even though he does not know what is ahead. And Kratos, for the first time, is afraid of the unknown. Not for himself, for Atreus. Look at the light. Where is it coming from? It is muted, gray. This is not sunlight. This is overcast, cloud cover. The world is not giving Kratos light. It is holding it back. But here is the detail. The light falls on Kratos' face, on his chest, on his hands. This is subtle, but important. The world may be cold, the world may be harsh, but it is not completely against him. The lighting tells you that Kratos is the center of this story. The light finds him because he is the one who must change. Atreus is in shadow. He is not ready for the light yet. He will be, but not yet. The unreachable goal. In the distance, barely visible, is a mountain, faint, almost lost in the snow. That is the goal, the highest peak in all the realms, where Faye's ashes must be spread. Kratos and Atreus have an entire game of distance to cover. The mountain is not a destination, it is a promise that there is an end to this journey. But the poster makes the mountain almost impossible to see, because the journey is the point, not the destination. The mountain will always be there, but getting there, surviving the journey, learning to love his son. That is the real goal. The mountain is just an excuse.
If you like what you are seeing, subscribe and hit the bell icon for more videos.
At first glance, it is just design, Nordic aesthetic, but look closer. The runes are not random, they are based on actual Norse runic alphabets, the Elder Futhark,
The oldest known runic alphabet used by Germanic and early Norse tribes.
The border is literally written the themes of the game around Kratos and Atreus.
In Greek, the omega symbol means the end. It is saying that the Greek era is over. The shape kind of looks like a snake looping something. This represents the world snake. In the runes, the words translate to the 9 realms.
Endless loops, intertwining paths, no beginning, no end. This is a visual representation of Norse mythology. Everything is connected. Every action leads to another. Kratos killing Baldur will lead to Fimbulwinter. Fimbulwinter will lead to Ragnarok. Ragnarok will lead to the end of everything. The Knots have no escape. Just like Kratos, he cannot break the cycle. Kratos and Atreus are knots tied together. Separately, they are just strings. Together, they are something stronger. No gods, the death of Olympus. No Zeus, no Athena, no Ares. Kratos ended them all. He is now the last Greek god standing, and he does not want to be. The absence of gods in the poster is a reminder of what Kratos lost. A god without a pantheon, a king without a kingdom, a father without a wife. The emptiness in the background is the emptiness inside Kratos, and he is trying to fill it with snow, trees, a boy. It is not working, but he is trying. Look at the entire poster. Where is the blood? Nowhere. In every previous God of War poster, blood was everywhere. On his blades, on his face. Here, nothing. Clean snow, clean armor, clean axe. The absence of blood is a lie. Kratos will kill in this game many times, brutally, but the poster hides that because God of War 2018 is not about the violence. It is about the silence after the violence, the weight of taking a life, the emptiness after the rage fades. Kratos has killed thousands, and he is tired of it. The poster shows you a Kratos who wants to put the axe down, but he cannot, because the world will not let him. Atreus' hidden nature. Look at Atreus one more time. He looks small, human, but the poster is hiding something. Atreus is a god, Loki, the trickster, the monster, the one who will start Ragnarok. You cannot see it in the poster. That is the point. Kratos does not see it either. He looks at his son and sees a boy who needs protection. But the audience, the one who knows Norse mythology, we know that this small boy standing in the snow will one day bring down Odin, will father the world serpent, will be the enemy of the Aesir. The poster hides his godhood because Kratos hides it from himself. He does not want his son to be a god. Gods destroy things, and Kratos has destroyed enough. The poster shows Kratos and Atreus standing together, but they are not looking at each other. They are looking forward, toward the mountain, toward the unknown. Neither of them knows what is coming. The poster captures them at the moment before everything changes. They are standing in the snow, innocent, hopeful, and the game will tear that innocence apart. The poster is the snapshot of peace before the storm, and that is why it is so powerful. One more thing that is missing. Faye, the mother, the wife. She is not in the poster, but she is everywhere. The axe is hers. The journey is her wish. The boy is her son. Kratos is her husband. Faye is the reason any of this is happening. But she is dead before the game begins. The poster cannot show her because she is already gone. But you feel her absence. The empty space between Kratos and Atreus, that is where Faye used to be. The warmth that is missing from the cold, that was Faye. She is the ghost in every frame of this poster. Kratos and Atreus are trying to complete her final wish while standing in the shadow of her death. The poster is about grief, and you cannot see grief. You can only feel it. So let us bring this home. This poster, at first glance, is simple. A man, a boy, an axe. Kratos himself, his son beside him.
The axe made of ice, not fire. The snow that buries the past. And the absences as well. Faye, the blades, the blood, the gods, the rage. Everything you need to know about God of War 2018 is in this image. It is a story about a man who spent his entire life destroying, trying to learn how to protect. A story about a father who never had a father, trying to be one.
Once again, this was a closer look. See you guys next time. Bye!